And November 12th, we're gonna do a little. It's my 30th birthday.
Oh, happy early birthday!
I got a Booker's 30th anniversary. It is generally you go to a bar, you're gonna pay about 100 minimum if they're being real nice, but usually about $200 an ounce for this bourbon. I'm gonna be giving it away for $40 an ounce.
Oh my god!
So come celebrate my birthday with me.
Yeah,
get that liquor off the shelf. Get it off the shelf so we can put some new fun stuff up there. Looks great on the shelf. But
anybody can come in for that?
Anybody.
November 12th?
Yeah, November 12th.
Everybody
come
mark
drink,
your calendars.
Come drink my fancy liquor. Get it off the shelf so we can put up something else up there and try something else, you know?
I love it.
It's not a chandelier.
Hey, this is Jordan Hill with the Dirt to Sky Business Podcast. And thank you to Compass Visuals for sponsoring this episode. And we still have a spot open for one more sponsor if you want your business logo on these mic flags. I'm really excited because today I'm in a new spot in downtown Salem called PINTXO'S, and I'm here with Tommy. How are you? You're the owner, chef, all of the things?
Doing good. I mean, yeah, owner, bartender. I have, I help make the menu, but Matt's my chef.
Oh, Matt's your chef?
Yeah. Can't cook and bartend at the same time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, for more than just you guys, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were just here and kind of got to sample a few of what you offer here, and it was absolutely amazing.
Okay, well,
so good. And I did see you cook it, so I know you can.
I can
you
cook.
Can,
yeah, I can do
usually,
it.
Well, that's how you run a good business. Everybody does their thing.
Yeah.
It creates a magic. But yeah, so Tommy, tell me a little bit about you. Were you born and raised in Salem, or?
I'm from Marion, if you know where that is, like out by Turner, and
is that unincorporated small city?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Being in real estate, I actually know that.
Nice. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah. So I'm from there.
Wow.
Grew up out in the country and started working in restaurants when I was like 14, 15 years old. And I don't know, grew up doing farm life stuff. And yeah, once I started working restaurant stuff, I liked it a lot more than bucking hay. So
yeah.
Here I am.
I feel like having that kind of upbringing, though, like the farm, like it teaches you hard work at a young age, right?
Yeah, I mean it's fun work. It's
okay. And so so you went to high school at Cascade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. And then so you were starting in restaurants very young.
Yeah.
And what kept you in that industry as you never knew you'd end up here, but like what about it?
I don't know. I mean, I went to school for a while, going trying to do engineering stuff in college, and I just kind of I was bartending at the same time, and I recognized that bartending was more fun than engineering.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do. I just would go to school every day and have no fun, get off and go to work and have a whole bunch of fun. So I just was like, well, I don't know. I'm doing well enough. Life's good here.
Right.
I guess.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
So what are some of your favorite things about bartending?
My favorite things about bartending, definitely, I mean, just like being with real people and I mean, just curating a good time. Just every time you go to work, you're just throwing a party for people and you're helping them eat good food, be outside of their world for a while. It's a lot of times it's, people in between like work and home and they're just trying to clear their head and get back to their happiest place so that they can just keep on being the people they need to be for everybody else in their life, I guess. Yeah. So it's good to give people the stress relief.
Yeah. I think those moments are, I mean, life's hard and work is hard and it's just not easy. And being able to have those special moments that can give you life and those connections and be around the people you want to be and just have that special experience, even if it's just an hour after work, you know, like that really can recharge your battery just to
totally. Yeah. It's just that break from one thing to another, you just get a little thinking of nothing. And I don't know, when I'm bartending, I just kind of feel like this is for me, I'm lucky enough that my job is something that I feel like feels like nothing every day. I just go and I go do my thing, and at the end of the day, I fed a bunch of people some drinks and food, and hopefully made their day better. And if I didn't, you know, God bless them, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
You know, that's about it.
You did your part.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's so awesome that you like listen to your intuition about like, this is where I'm supposed to be. Like maybe, you know, you tried to kind of force the engineering road and you're like, that's just not my path. Like I would be miserable if I forced myself into that.
I guess I've always been pretty good at going with the flow.
Yeah.
And I feel like you could always, you know, work hard every day, but you know, I'm not really in charge of what happens here, so I just try to have a good time.
So you are obviously really easygoing, go with the flow, but when you walk into PINTXO'S, like this is it's a beautiful space. And I know that it didn't just happen on accident. So you can act as casual as you want, but I know that there was some blood, sweat, and tears poured into this. And, so what like led you to realizing you were going to open up your own bar and restaurant?
I mean, it was just when I started bartending, I was just like, this is it, man. Yeah. This is like, I would do whatever I could to make this what happens. And I worked for, you know, plenty of great people, and then like plenty of people that, you know, didn't make me feel very good about like being an employee or like, and I just wanted to be a better boss, you know, like be like the bosses that I appreciated along the way, and give the opportunity for everyone else to be like that will work for me, to be inspired by, I don't know, making new and making awesome things for people. Yeah. That's about it. I just thought, work really hard, open a bar, and that's good enough for me. That's all I want.
What was one of those, and I know, you know, no names or places, but what was one of those moments that you were experienced being treated like that? Like what was happening and what were you thinking? Like, I'm going to be the boss that never does that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's really hard in this industry. It's really hard to find someone that's willing to give you full-time work. I just always felt it was hard in this industry to have, you know, nowadays at least, to have one job and 5 days a week, get some full-time, get your proper tips, and just, I don't know, be able to make a living with a consistent schedule and with a boss that seems like they care for you, I guess. I don't know. But I guess I just wanted to be, I wanted to be a good boss, because I wanted to do this because I thought if I did this, I could be a really good boss. Yeah. And that if I ran my own restaurant, I'd have the same job that I ever had before. I just wouldn't have to work for anyone that was down my back about something or like messing with my paycheck, and I could just give people 40 hours a week. Yeah. Some paid time off. Wow. Some days off. And you know, part of that would be taken out of what I take home every year, but that's just, I don't know, it comes back at the end of the day. Like if you just take care of your employees and know that you can trust them, then you never have to worry about turnover of clientele or about your systems and processes not being done properly. You can show people this is how you make a great cocktail. And then they believe in the process, and then they continue to do it. And because they're being offered like what they need to survive and and more than that, then they want to stay with you for a while, and they want to continue to grow with you. And I don't know, just
that loyalty.
Yeah.
It's that loyalty.
You build some sort of loyalty of knowing that your boss cares about you more than the next boss might. And that for me, at the end of the day, it's like the bottom line's good enough. I make good enough money just bartending. I can live off tips for the rest of my life. So as long as I come in with that mentality, then it's like, I still know how to build and grow a business for other people. And that's all I've ever done is just take someone's business and then build it to, you know, first month we do $6,000. Second year we're doing 1.2 million. So I'm like, I know how to do that, but I've worked with so many people that in that process just didn't really try to take as much off the top as they could.
Oh,
and weren't willing to like give it down to the people that work for them. I like my job. Bartending's great, and I want the people I work with to love bartending. If I make a little bit of extra money at the end of the day, that's good enough for me. As long as all the people that I work with are happy, and I know as long as they're taken care of, I feel like I'm taken care of.
Yeah, I think when people walk in, they'll feel that between you and your employees and everybody working here. Like, people can feel that, like it, you know, and it will have that environment. And I think as a byproduct of that, you will have a very successful business here. I mean, Salem needs more businesses like this, and yours is going to be such an amazing addition. When did you open officially?
Okay, so we opened like 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
So our first, or like our soft open day was September 11th. And what today's like the 18th or 28th. So we've been open for 17 days.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, I'm so excited to have this podcast released so everybody can know about it, because this is a spot that I feel like everybody needs to come check out. Like right now, as soon as this comes out, go check it out, because it's a great environment. It's a great location. And the food and drinks, I'm going to look at the camera. The food and drinks are so good. Like, you can tell that it's made from scratch. And you know, your drinks are, I mean, obviously you're like the best bartender in Salem.
Oh.
You know, I've heard from multiple sources. I think you're too humble to admit that.
I did hire the best bartender in Salem, though. So, they'll be starting September 1st or October 1st.
Oh, wow, no way.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, I mean, and the drinks are amazing and beautiful. I actually, when I sat down to, you know, try a few of the things that you offer, it brought me back to when I visited Europe a few summers ago. With the Aperol Spritz and some of the, you know, Caprese that you had out and everything. I was just like, wow, this is so different than literally anyone else in Salem. Anywhere else in Salem.
I appreciate it. The PINTXO'S, what PINTXO'S is it's a dish in northern Spain. It's kind of more of a culture of bar hopping and just having little snacks, having good wine, good cocktails, sangria, vermouths, and hopping about, having some cocktails, having some food here and there. And I kind of wanted the menu to reflect more of, you know, definitely Spanish, but on the cocktail side, all different sorts of European cocktails. We have like our Pim's Cup is a classic English cocktail. We have the Corajillo, which is very traditional Spanish cocktail. We have our Contessa and our Spritz and our espresso martinis, which are, you know, very classic Italian. So yeah, I wanted to kind of bring a mixed bag with aperitif style and simple but delicious cocktails. And the food is all, every dish I make, with the exception of there's a lot of spices in the meatballs. Every dish I make is less than 7 ingredients.
My gosh.
You know, so it's just simple food, and it's made out of fresh ingredients and quality product, and that's it. Just cook it right and buy the right stuff to cook with, I guess.
Exactly. I think that's so neat, because we live in a country where there's so much filler and there's so much processed and there's so much, you know, it's kind of fake. And so that's why when people talk about when they are able to go maybe to Europe or a different, or really anywhere that's farm to table, I mean, it is a different experience than what we eat every day off the shelf. And that's what this is. And that is incredible.
You definitely can taste the difference of fresh, real food. The only thing that, you know, comes straight out of a freezer is waffle fries. And no real other way to do that. So, but other than that,
I did try those. Those were really good.
They are dang good, though. You know, certain things you can't beat.
Exactly. Hey, you know, give the people what they want.
Give the people what they want. I was like, I love patatas bravas. It's a classic Spanish dish. Generally, go with roasted potatoes. With our kitchen, there's limitations because we don't have a hood vent. We have a 3-deck 16 by 24 oven. and we're just cooking the best we can out of there. So,
Yeah.
but I sat down for a month trying different variations of patatas bravas and trying different sauces and going with different types of potatoes, roasted potatoes, sweet potatoes, yada, 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 yada. Different size of dice, different blanched and yada.
Yep.
And one day I just saw waffle fries on the way home and grabbed them, and it's better than anything else I had. So.
That's great.
So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So if somebody when everybody visits here,
yes.
what are a few dishes that if they don't try anything else, they need to order these?
Okay, must-have dishes. I mean, I would say the bravas is a must-have. It's just everybody loves potatoes, and it is done differently than you'll get anywhere else. I don't think people know that tomato sauce and potatoes take so great together, and fresh parsley and chipotle aioli, it just is a great combo. Our charcuterie, I think, is not only great, but I could say it's probably the most well-priced in town. Matches well with any of our cocktails. It's good packaged food. We have boquerones, which are Spanish anchovies. You just won't get it. That and our jamon iberico are two Spanish delicacies that I promise you will not get anywhere else in Salem. I think there's about 3 or 4 places in the state of Oregon that have either one of those dishes.
Wow.
So they're super simple and very delicious, and you don't have to do a lot to them. You just serve it the way it should be served.
Yeah.
Ham on a plate.
Yeah.
As long as it's good ham.
Exactly. So you do things differently here. You march to the beat of your own drum, clearly, and don't just try to fit in with what everybody else is doing. Is that difficult? Is that easy for you?
Well, it was just kind of, I don't know, filling whatever void I kind of felt we had in the food industry here.
Yep.
A couple of places downtown that are great with a similar vibe. They have like I love Archive, has great food and great cocktails and an approachable price. And I feel like we're kind of similar to that dynamic where it was just I felt like it was what fit in this space. It's what fit the alleyway that we're in. It fit what was needed, except for the one difference for us is it's true Spanish food. And it's hard to find, Spanish tapas. There is not, or just empanadas. Empanadas is that's our number one dish. Obviously, I forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
But empanadas is our number one thing. I hadn't found empanadas in Salem, and I love them because they're so simple. For me, I'm diabetic, so I can't have a whole bunch of starch. Right. And they're still so thin and flaky that it really isn't a starchy dish. It's a very protein heavy dish. It, when prepared correctly, is one of the best things you ever had, So I just wanted to fit a void where you can still come here. You can come here and spend $200 on a table of 4 trying everything on the menu. And that's still a good sticker price, and you're living large. Or you can come here and get a Miller Lite and an empanada on happy hour for $8. Or a $5 well cocktail. I wanted to be someone that had phenomenal food, but still had an option for the little man. Just come in I would after work and get a shot of well tequila and a beer. Yep. Or you can try, $14 old fashioned if you want. You don't got to do that every day. That's not a daily driver. Right.
Yeah, that's on Fridays after.
That's exactly right. Treat yourself, or just come hang out. Yeah. We'll be happy to see you.
That is so awesome. Yeah. So really, truly, anybody can feel welcome here.
Yeah. It's an industry bar. It's my grandma can come in here. I want to bring a bus down to Bonaventure and get all those ladies down here drinking some cheap bottles of wine and having a good time, And then at nighttime, we're putting on some music and letting people have a party, Right. But a place where everyone's welcome. No one has to feel like they can't afford anything or that any of this food, which, it's unique food, but it's all very approachable when you look at it. It's all very simple. Yeah, don't be scared to try new things.
Yeah, there's Salem Eats will be coming out with a new video about everything we tried today. So yeah,
sweet. Cool.
thank
Awesome.
you, thank you, Salem Business Journal, for doing that.
Heck yeah, please.
So has there been something just really difficult or surprising or just some sort of hurdle or obstacle as you put your bar ready to open that you had to overcome?
I mean, I guess for me, I've been a bartender my whole life, so the bartending part, and I cooked before that, so the bartending and the cooking part,
you had that down.
we got that down. Yep. I guess I wish Google was easier. But I mean, the hardest part is, get my name out there. Like, I grew up, I grew up in the country, and I worked at the steakhouse for years, and I miss all my old clientele at the steakhouse. Hi guys. Come
visit me.
Come visit me. Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, I don't think they have Instagram, and I want to find them. So I feel like, getting on Salem Eats.
Yep.
Salem Business Journal, people still read the paper.
Yes.
Like getting those demographics of like people I didn't necessarily rub shoulders with when I was growing up, but people that are always happy to see me when they come to the bar, Yeah, just kind of reaching the demographics that I didn't grow up with. I don't know super well, but I know that they'll appreciate what we're doing with the food.
Yes.
And they'll appreciate the wine program that we build. And when we start doing wine tastings, and we have one of the best whiskey selections in Salem, outside of having like a tremendous whiskey library, we have a particularly great whiskey library. And November 12th, we're gonna do a little. It's my 30th birthday.
Oh, happy early birthday!
I got a Booker's 30th anniversary. It is generally, you go to a bar, you're gonna pay about $100 minimum if they're being real nice, but usually about $200 an ounce for this bourbon. I'm gonna be giving it away for $40 an ounce.
Oh my god!
So come celebrate my birthday with me.
Yeah,
get that liquor off the shelf. Get it off the shelf so we can put some new fun stuff up there. Looks great on the shelf. But
anybody can come in for that?
Anybody.
November 12th?
Yeah, November 12th.
Everybody mark your calendars.
Come drink my fancy liquor. Get it off the shelf so we can put up something else up there and try something else,
I love it.
It's not a chandelier.
So you mentioned wine tastings, tell me a little bit about that program that you have.
Yeah, so we're starting to build our long list. Right now, we're just working with distributors. I'm working mostly just with Southern Casa Bruno because they can help me get some Spanish vermouths and certain things that really help with curating the Spanish vibe behind the wine. But I want to start working with, my smaller vendors as well, and getting people that may not have a distributor because they're not built up to that point yet to come in and give us 3 wines. We'll do 2 cocktails. We'll buy a case. We'll run a tasting on that menu. And by the time it's all done, if there's, the one that we like the most, we'll put it on our long list. And then you'll be a part of our wine list, hopefully, forever. Hopefully until I'm too old to do this anymore.
Right. That's awesome. I love that you're doing that. And so if anybody is listening that wants to owns a vineyard, they can reach out to you. You're still accepting.
Yeah, reach out to me through Instagram, or you can email me. It's PINTXO, PINTXO, Salem@gmail.com. Or just come knock on my door, come talk to me. I'm usually here on a good day. I'm here at 10 a.m. I'm usually here by noon after a weekend night and a 12-hour, 14-hour, whatever. Sometimes I sleep in a little later.
Yeah. I mean, you're up late, working late.
Yes.
I mean, restaurant/bar hours are just different than the average.
No, I go home and I hit the bed, and hopefully I'm up before noon. But if I'm here, I'm Monday through Saturday. Once we get our Mondays started, I'll just be here.
Yeah.
And if not, I'm not afraid to give people my phone number, and you can call me. Not afraid of a call, not afraid of a text.
Yeah.
Get back as quickly as I can.
I feel like you're kind of you're like an old fashioned, like kind of like you know, guy. Like you'll pick up a phone call. You have good real relationships with people. I mean, those are just qualities that actually are kind of rare nowadays, especially from someone that's not 30 yet.
Oh, totally.
Just saying. Like,
That's
so
yeah.
I
No,
love that.
I get it.
You.
Yeah. My dad was a traveling salesman when I was younger, so like most of
wow.
our vacations were traveling around, him knocking doors, and I was hanging out at a diner, hanging out at the park until he got done doing that. And, you know, I'd build his portfolios for him. You know, he'd give me like a quarter for every binder I built out for him. That was my first job ever when I was like 3rd grade, would be organizing binders for him.
Wow.
And we're definitely old school people. We like a phone call. We like talking to people and just, I don't know, just connecting with people, being real. And, you know, didn't think I'd ever be on a podcast, but I like it.
Outside your comfort zone.
But I'm having fun. And
you're real. Journal walks into your life.
You're being real with me, so you're making me feel real comfortable here too. So, from bucking hay and knocking doors. You know, now I'm here owning a restaurant and being on a podcast, and none of it feels too foreign because I feel like I'm doing it with real people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, before we close up, is there a piece of business advice or just any kind of wisdom that you can offer somebody? Because we have all sorts of business owners and entrepreneurs listening to this, and a lot of what you're experiencing, it resonates with them. But what's a piece of advice you'd have?
Especially coming to the specifically restaurant industry, know you're going to be here every day. Everybody knows that. That's every business when you get started. Secondarily, know that your employees are your number one asset. That if you don't treat your employees with more respect than you allow them to treat you, then they'll never respect you as like a humble human being or like a hardworking human being. You have to be the humblest in the room and the most hardworking in the room, and you have to sacrifice the bottom line in the beginning to get people bought in on what you're going to complete and accomplish. And then third, if you don't love cooking food and love making drinks, and even if you do that, if you haven't done it for a long time, don't try to open a bar. It'd be the worst idea. It's like if I tried to open an auto shop. Be a bad idea because I ain't a mechanic.
I own a car, but
I own a car and I love my car, but I'm not opening an auto shop.
Yep.
So and I guess kind of know your limits
and put in the work, and you know.
This is the only thing, like, humbly I would say, this is the only business I could open and feel confident. Like, I'm like, I know what I'm going to do.
Right.
And even when I did it and started doing it, and even today, there's times I feel like I don't know the next step or I don't know what I'm doing. Every moment of it is just, but it's a place where I feel comfortable and a place where I don't feel stressed even when things aren't perfect.
Right.
Because it just feels like another day working with my friends, giving people food, doing the restaurant thing. We ran out of this today. Cool. Let's start prepping it. Move on.
You're where you're supposed to be.
I'm where I'm supposed to be.
I think that is awesome.
And I got really lucky. Gianna from Amadeus really helped me get into the spot and gave me a good deal on the FF&E and what's left in here, and has given me space and time to, start payments and paying her back. And like, I got really lucky to end up in the spot that I am with the money that I had going into. It really couldn't have happened any other way. So I feel extremely lucky. And I don't know, I've been looking at spaces, almost signed leases other places that looking back, I would have ran out of money really quick. And as far as the restaurant industry goes, it's a whole lot of location. It's a whole lot of luck. And try to cook some really good food. Yeah. That's about it.
Well, I'm just so blessed to have come in here and been able to try it, and everybody needs to know about it. I'm serious. It was so good. I mean, you have an incredible skill and talent, and I'm so thankful that you're now you're not just the employee. Now you are the owner, and you can share everything you know, all these years of work and things you've learned and gone through. Now you can share it with everybody.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Totally. And my cook showed me something about bartending I didn't know 2 days ago. It's like, man, I'm trying to burn this ice well. He's like, what about the tray trick? I said, tray trick? Prop the tray, starts burning the ice well. I said, man, I love that I can still learn this every single day.
That's so good.
Cook can teach me a new thing about bartending, although he hasn't spent a day doing it. I've been doing it for 10 years.
Right,
There's always more to learn about food, always more to learn about alcohol, always more to learn about wine and beer and fermentation process, and it's all science, and there's it's a never-ending journey that you can never get bored with as long as you love what you're doing, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
I love talking to business owners, and I've never, had somebody on the podcast like you and that owns a business like this. So it was really fun to talk to you.
Okay, I appreciate it.
You're just pretty awesome. So
thank you. You too.
Thank you.
All right. Cut out any of the bad parts.
Thank you for joining Dirt to Sky Business Podcast. And thank you, Tommy, for being here today. So, all right. Now, take in.
All right.